Buy house, lease and rent houses or land with ease at Ibeju Lekki and its environs at Aspire Heights Realtor at affordable and reasonable price. We have estates in different places: Arium Estate, Abidjan Lekki, Green Island, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate, Lekki, Peninsula Home Phase 2, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate Phase 3, Lekki. All these and more are our estates with good roads, maximum security, buildings with good structure and well planned. And as far as Ibeju Lekki have good future, you too can come and plan to have your own company. Refineries under construction, Lagos State Smart City, Lekki Free Trade Zone and Lekki Deep Seaport is under construction at Ibeju Lekki International Airport. 60 different Chinese companies, Fort Milan Bridge, Ibeju Lekki ShopRite and so on. Commercially and industrially, Ibeju Lekki will be great and conducive place for everybody. Come and get your own property at Aspire Heights Realtor. Come directly to our office at H56 57 Ikota Shopping Complex, VGC, Lekki Epe Expressway, Ajah, or call Mr. Adeniyi on this number 09070995466 or 08052894614. Aspire Heights Realtor says get your properties at affordable prices. Yeah. Aspire Heights Realtor is here for me. Oh, yes. Everybody listening, oh. Real estate and land agents with 100% guarantee. Aspire Heights Realtor, now you be baba. Oh yes, buy land, buy house, lease and rent houses or land with ease at Ibeju Lekki and its environs at Aspire Heights Realtor at affordable and reasonable price. We have estates in different places: Arium Estate, Abidjan Lekki, Green Island, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate, Lekki, Peninsula Home Phase 2, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate Phase 3, Lekki. All these and more are our estates with good roads, maximum security, buildings with good structure and well planned. And as far as Ibeju Lekki have good future, you too can come and plan to have your own company. Refineries under construction, Lagos State Smart City, Lekki Free Trade Zone and Lekki Deep Seaport is under construction at Ibeju Lekki International Airport. 60 different Chinese companies, Fort Milan Bridge, Ibeju Lekki ShopRite and so on. Commercially and industrially, Ibeju Lekki will be great and conducive place for everybody. Come and get your own property at Aspire Heights Realtor. Come directly to our office at H56 57 Ikota Shopping Complex, VGC, Lekki Epe Expressway, Ajah, or call Mr. Adeniyi on this number 09070995466 or 08052894614. Aspire Heights Realtor says get your properties at affordable prices.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
John, ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan sọ kan fún mi sin acoustic special. Wọ́n ní Woolwich lọ́wọ́ acoustic ni o. Ẹ má lọ sí acoustic ni mo rán ẹ.
Okay. Woolwich gan lèmi gan wà báyìí gan sìn. Woolwich, Adé Woolwich now. Yes. Okay.
Ìjọba mi gẹ̀ẹ́sì àsun, kọfí àtàsí, kọfí àlùbọ́sà. Wo coffee everything sí ní owó. Ìgbà tọ́rẹ́ mi ràn yẹn bó ṣe pọ́nú lábí bó ṣe wà láti tí taste acoustic nítorí Ọlọ́run. Please help me to get it acoustic in Woolwich. I beg, make you get me asun. I'm dying for that asun. In fact, my mouth is watery already. Asun sticky, please, I beg. Yes, pepper, onions, everything. Make you buy plenty, oh. Thank you, darling. Oshe, all right, bye.
Mo ti gbọ́, ma beg get. Okay, ma beg get. Love you. See you soon. Noble police. O like oúnjẹ. Oúnjẹ ìṣáná ni. Oúnjẹ ìṣáná. Oh, acoustic special. Normal, his name Mr. Noble.
Hello, Noble. Acoustic lẹ́ ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Aṣọ tó mú tájù. Àtún gbogbo Woolwich balawata ojú òní tí.
Ẹ bá mi ṣe plate àsùn méjì. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tápọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ àti àlùbọ́sà. Plenty pepper and plenty onions.
Ẹ ó dà kò sí wàhálà. Plate àsùn méjì. Kó láta dáadáa kó mú ta. Ẹ rẹ̀ fẹ́ onion rẹ lórí àlùbọ́sà.
Ẹ ṣe gan ni.
Kò sí wàhálà. Ó ti ready. kíákíá báyìí torí yín máa sáré ṣe pápápá bless you baba Chief Noble mo kí ẹ ire o.
bàbá ẹ ṣe gan ẹgbà ó pé ìgbà yìí tó pé sílẹ̀ ó ń japa ẹ ṣe bàbá tata yẹn rè tata àti onion rè nígbà sún ó máa láìkí ó láìkí ó jẹ
irọ́ ni o tó bá jẹ ní ikùn lè
ó jẹ ní Noble Police ó jẹ ní ṣe gan ni.
jẹ́ ṣáà jẹ́ kí n máa jẹ àsun yìí lọ ẹran jẹ́ máa gbọ́n ibi ata fóun nìkan kóun máa jẹ ibi ata kí n máa jẹ àsun páàkì méjì tó lọ ra yìí tó bá ti ra bíi mẹ́rin wá lọ ra méjì ṣáà já ta wọ̀ bíà fẹ́ bá mi jẹ nínú ẹ̀ tó yẹ kó fílẹ̀ kí n máa dájẹ́ nǹkan mi ibi aláta yẹn náà ni kí n máa fún ẹ̀ ń jẹ yé tèmi jàre ṣáà jẹ́ máa jẹ lọ àlùbọ́sà tàtà ló máa jẹ léni máa ṣú ẹ̀ ń pẹ́pẹ́ àsun yìí dùn ọ̀tá ojú ẹ̀ next time kò ra bíi mẹ́rin wá wá ra méjì wá.
ayé mà níkà o ayé tún dúró pẹ̀lú èmi odidi Mr. Noble ni wọ́n fún ní.
Hello.
Hello.
Jọ ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan sọ kan fún mi sìn acoustic special. Wọ́n ní Woolwich lọ́wọ́ acoustic ni o. Ẹ má lọ sí acoustic ni mo rán ẹ o.
Okay. Woolwich gan lèmi gan wà báyìí gan sìn. Woolwich Adé Woolwich now. Yes. Okay.
Ìjọba mi gẹ̀ẹ́sì àsun kọfí atasi kọfí àlùbọ́sà. Wọ́n coffee everything sí ní owó ìgbà tọ́rọ mi ràn yẹn bó ṣe pọ́nú lábí mo ṣe wà láti tí taste asun stick nítorí Ọlọ́run please let me to get it asun stick in Woolwich abeg make you get me asun I'm dying for that asun in fact my mouth is watery already asun stick.
Good evening everybody, how are we doing today? Today is another day. I've missed everybody so much. We're so sorry about last week and with Noble Police. We didn't do it due to what happened, and our lovely mother soul rest in perfect peace. Sorry. And today, ẹ̀yin àjọsán, ẹ̀yin dẹ̀ kì í gbààwẹ̀, ẹ̀yin ni o. Tẹ́lẹ̀ pé mo ti slim down sí 30 days fasting, Muslim fasting for my brothers and sisters, my family, my uncles. Àwa tá a gbàwẹ̀ lé ẹni tó bá gbàwẹ̀ náwó sókè ṣe ní pé mi náwó ẹ̀yin yòókù mi ò rọ́wọ́ yín so I don't know bóyá ẹgbàwẹ̀ bóyá ẹgbàwẹ̀ a kí gbogbo mùsùlùmí pé ẹ kú àṣeyọrí o gbogbo ohun tí a gbàdúrà fún lọ́lọ́run máa ṣe fún wa. May God let your heart's desire come true, grant you all your heart's desire. So welcome again this week on Noble People International Magazine, the only one the only one magazine, radio, TV that broadcasts everywhere, anywhere. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitter. On Twitter, who is online? Oh, I can see Banky Food. I can see, it's Uncle Bailey. Uncle Bailey Obalalege. Good evening, my lovely brother. Good evening, Banky Food, all the way from Nigeria. Jali Ademola Ibrahim. Good evening. Please, you know my rules. It's not even rules anymore. It's just the way I like things. If you're online and you're watching me, please say hello to me so that I can recognize your name. Uncle Jali Ishemogbarukoyin. Jali, right? Ebangbolon Tobi. Allah Akbar. Ká ṣe àwọn tèmi Kùránì ni mo gbójúlé Kùránì ni mo gbójúlé o láìláì ìlàlà òkọlọ́hún má bà tèmi jẹ́ láìláì ìlàlà òkọlọ́hún má bà tèmi jẹ́. I'm sorry I'm eating chewing gum. I should have just taken it out before I started the show, but because I get a fever, so I need something to just keep me going like a mint. So I'm so sorry for that. Please, if you're just joining me, say hello to me. Yes, I got it right. That's nice. Uncle Jelly. Hey Joe, tó bá ti dìgbà tí a máa jẹ ẹran dú. Tẹ́ máa lọ pa ẹran lódò. He invited me. Just invite me and I will come. Ẹran mi special Allahu Akbar. Thank you, sir. Thank you, my lovely brother. Please, where are you watching from? Uncle Bailey, I didn't get your name right. I get it now. Bailey Obalanlege. Okay, but I can say Uncle Bayo. I just feel like everybody moruko yin. That is Bailey Obalanlege. My dad gba oyinbo we ni mo fi so. Today's topic is kind of deep, not deep, but a bit deep, and it's for our brothers, our daddies, our mummies, our aunties. We need to start recognizing some things now. Ayé ìgbà òun ni gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ pé tí ọkùnrin àbí tóbìnrin bá ṣe àṣegbé. But ayé táwa ń sìn, everything is not àṣegbé. There's a video that I actually saw. Obalanlege. Ẹ̀yin lẹ mọ̀, tá bá ti ṣe tán ẹni mi lẹ́yìn sìn. Kẹ́ kọ́ mi bó ṣe ń porúkọ yín. Okay, like I was saying. There's a video that I saw on Facebook. I think a week now or 2 weeks now. Let me say 2 weeks now. And something came into my head today actually, that sometimes Mama should put it, we hear what is going on from Nigeria when it comes out, but the result of whatever it is that we watch, the outcome of it, we don't hear about it anymore. For instance, kí lórúkọ yẹn wá sí mi lórí tí tó máa bọ̀ náà ó lè gbé orin tó mú gbà yẹn ṣá. Evans. We only had what happened then. The outcome of it now, we don't know. Davido case came in as well with his friends when they went to club and party. They talk about it. The outcome, we don't know. One man normally in Nigeria, they will talk about it, but the outcome of it, we don't know. Everything that goes on, they put it out for us to watch, and we watch it. At the end of the day, we don't know what is going on about those cases. And this case in particular as well that happened, which made me want to talk today about domestic violence and domestic abuse, and all these things that is going on in marriages and in our relationship, even within our friends as well. Our, no matter if it's a he or she, it's happening within us in our community everywhere. This case is like 2-3 weeks ago now, but we don't know what is going on again about it. And today, in my head, I was thinking to myself, Shekosi, I want to Malone interview. Like when things like this happens to people and they actually point them out. Like, is there anybody? I know that there's newspaper that broadcast things, but is there a newspaper that will ask them question, broadcast it back to us to let us to trace what is going on exactly, rather than leaving it to die as usual as how Nigerians just take it on. Uncle Richard, good evening, my lovely brother. How are you doing? God will move your company more forward in the mighty name of Jesus. You will not lose, you will not lack in the mighty name of Jesus. In the mighty name of Jesus. Like Uncle Richard, he deals with printing, logos. Please contact him. And welcome on board if you're just joining in. My name is Kike Diamond, known as Noble Police, one and only Noble Police. Another one, there is even none. So today is about domestic violence. We want to talk about it, and some of us sometimes we shy away from it. Some of us we believe that it's not happening to us. Some of us we think, oh, it's cool. Some women think it's cool to beat up their husband. Some husbands think it's cool to beat up their wife. It's not cool. Back in the days, back then, our parents, they went through it. But they see it as Iliokonimakusi. I will die in my husband's house. And I've had a child for him. I cannot leave my husband due to this. And some parents will encourage, Duro Sibe, when their own children complain to them about their marriage. Anyway, before I go deep, let me start from what I put down. as you all know, when it comes to this kind of thing, I like to do a research about it before I table it down. So domestic violence and abuse can happen to anyone. Yet the problem is often overlooked, excused or denied. And it happens within even us as a parent to our kids as well. Like I said, it happens from friends to friends. Please, if you're just joining me, say hello. Thank you, Uncle Richard. If you're just joining me, say hi to me so that I can recognize your presence. Noticing and acknowledging the signs of an abused relationship is the first step to ending it. Which is, to us, it's a lie. It's not the first step of ending it. Some of us knew, or we might just take it as it's not domestic violence, and we continue in that relationship. You come home now, your husband is talking to you, bam, you slap your husband. What do you call that? Your husband is talking, you are talking to your wife now, she says something that you didn't want to hear, you slapped her, bam, what is that? It started gradually, and you're ignoring it. So, like I said, it's not the first, noticing and acknowledging the signs of abusive relationship is the first step to ending it, which it should be. But among us as Nigerians, let me put it that way, it's not. We take it as polishemo, it will not happen again. But when we let it continue, it will continue to happen. What is domestic violence and abuse? Please, if you're just joining in, say hello to me. I can see people coming in, and sometimes people will inbox me later and say I was watching my show, I did not acknowledge them. It's not that. Sometimes I just give room that people might be watching silently, they might not want to say hello to me. So I prefer people to say hi so I can say their name. Thank you once again if you're just joining in. So what is domestic violence and abuse? When people think of domestic abuse, they often focus on domestic violence. But domestic abuse occurs when one person in an intimate relationship or marriage tries to dominate and control the other person. Some of us are like that in a relationship. We like to we like to control our partner, be it a woman or a man. Some women loves it when they're controlling their husband, and vice versa. Some men love it when they're controlling their wife. All this is a sign of domestic violence and abuse in a relationship. Hello, Ade, Prince Ade. Thank you for watching, my lovely, beautiful, handsome brother that I look alike. Welcome. Thank you for joining in. Thank you. Domestic violence and abuse are used for one purpose, and one purpose only: to gain and maintain total control over you. I'm sure you get that. Domestic violence is used for one purpose and one purpose only: to gain and maintain total control over you. I will bring. Sometimes, we think domestic violence is within a man to a woman. Sometimes, no. It could be the other way as well. Some woman likes to take charge in the relationship, which shouldn't be. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my phone is okay. I just changed it. Some woman likes to take control over the man, over the husband, over the partner, over the boyfriend, and some men as well. They like to take over the relationship. They think they are the king. I want superior to whoever law. An abuser doesn't play fair. An abuser doesn't play fair. Abuser use fear, guilt, shame, and intimidation to wear you down and make you under their thumb. Like I said from the beginning, some people don't want to hear this. They don't want to know about it. They believe it's not happening in the relationship. They believe it's not happening to them. They believe it's something we should get used to. They believe it's okay for a man to eat a woman, for a woman to eat a man. When should we eat each other in a relationship? I'm gonna give you a phone line if you want to call in. You can call in on my phone. 07948 622 168. 07948 622-168. You know, when is it okay, or is it even okay at all, to beat our wife or to beat our husband? I would like people to call in on domestic violence. It's something we Nigerians especially we run away from. We believe it's not happening, but it does. We've seen a video where a man and a woman were fighting on the streets, and the woman was chasing the husband was running out and said, come and beat me, come and do this. These are domestic violence and abuse. I'm not judging anyone in that case, you know, because I don't know what happened in the house before they came out on the streets and said, you know, both are saying Manuel. So who is beating who? Is it okay for us to beat each other? Is it okay for husband to beat the wife? Is it okay for the wife to beat the husband? Your abuser may also threaten to hurt you or hurt those around you. You know, there's sometimes in a relationship, and you know, before you start or while you're starting a relationship, when a woman is telling you, I don't like that your sister, the way she always look at me, the way she's shaking, trying to chase your family away from you. They will tell your friend are not good for you. It's trying to chase your friends away from you, especially men as well, especially the bad ones, where they want to dominate, they want to take over, they want to be, you know, they want to be the one that will dictate for you. Men will tell you your mother is not good, your father is not good, your siblings are not good, your friends are bad influence on you, you cannot go to party, you cannot go to any gathering. Even when you go to church, you have to go together. When you go to mosque, you have to go together and come back together. Yet he will go out on his own and have his own fun, but you cannot do that. So sometimes we need to look into it. Please, I am not out to spoil any homes. I am not out to break any homes, but we need to start thinking on our own head and said we must put a stop. Sometimes it's happening to some people and they're watching, or they might watch later. All these things are there. I'm not saying you should now fight your husband, but it's now for you to sit together and reason together and say, look, this is what this lady, Noble Police, is talking about today. This is domestic and abuse relationship. It's domestic violence and abuse relationship, which you can control now before it gets worse. Some of us as a parent will be fighting each other, and our children will be watching. We'll be raising curses on one another while our children are there. Is it a good thing? Is it okay? Is it good? There's some things we don't want our children to do, yet we do it in front of them. Men, you will be beating your wife in front of your children, and the learn that is in their head. When they grow up, that anger you are putting inside them, they will now, you know, pour it out on the wife or the girlfriends. Domestic violence and abuse do not discriminate. It occurs within all age. Be who you are, woman or a man, tall or no tall, black or white. Domestic violence and abuse do not discriminate. It happens all over and around us. Men, if you're a woman beater, please stop. Woman, if you're a man, you like to control your husband, you have to stop. It occurs within all age range, ethnic background, economic levels. It doesn't matter. Domestic violence doesn't know if you're rich or if you are poor. There are some rich that control rich homes, that they control their wife. The wife also, maybe she's the one that has the money, will be controlling the husband. So domestic violence does not discriminate in any level at all. And while women are more commonly victimized, men do get abused as well, especially verbally and emotionally. The bottom line is that abusive behavior is never accepted. Never accepted. Whether it's coming from a man, a woman, a teenager, or any other adult, you deserve to feel valued, respect, and safe. In a relationship, you deserve to feel valued, respect, and safe. I'm still coming back to the case where I started from, but I'm pointing out some things in our relationship. Good evening, man. Good evening. If you're just joining in, please say hello to me. I can see people are coming in. Please say hi to me. Auntie Mojisola, good evening, ma. God bless you. Thank you for joining in. And to all my Muslim sisters and brothers, congratulations. The 30 days fasting is over. Well done. Àdúrà wa gba àdìṣe lásán lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run ò ní dójú tì wá o. Gbogbo ohun tí a béèrè ni Allah máa ṣe fún wa. Agbára Allah. I'm a Muslim as well, don't get me wrong. So signs of an abusive relationship. There are many signs of an abusive relationship. And the most telling signs is fear of your partner. Please, if you want to call in, feel free to call in. Like I said, most times people don't like calling in due to they have to leave what they're watching and they will not hear what I'm saying again, and and feel free to share, help me to share. We can all learn from this. If it's something else that is happening now, everybody would have jumped there. So we can all learn from this. Help me to share. You can share while you're watching, and when you're finished watching, you can just delete it. I don't mind. But while I'm still here, you can just put it on to invite people to come and watch. So the most telling signs is fear of your partner. When you're afraid of your husband, when you do something, even drop a glass cup in the kitchen and it breaks, and you're already shaking the come on. Or when you go out with your friends and you're coming home late at night, there are different kind of situations to it, yes, but there's some genuine reason when a man goes out and coming in late due to traffic or genuine reason, and the man is coming and he's scared already. Things like that. I'm not saying don't be afraid of your partner. Sometimes we need to, I didn't like to beru or so that when they talk to us, we listen, but not to be afraid of them that oma pani, oma nomi, oma shegbo ma shawo. It's for us to caution ourselves when we say any man beru well, any beru ya well. In another way of or things like that. That is fine. And welcome, Auntie Nikki Kristen. That is Nosh. Yeah, I get it. Nosh products. If you're interested in buying clear products, natural products for your skin, contact Auntie Nikki. Other signs that you may be in an abusive relationship include a partner who belittles you. Other signs that you may be in an abusive relationship include a partner who belittles you or tries to control you. Sometimes we're in a relationship, maybe, like, I always use myself as an example to everything. I do write something on Facebook that I know the spelling might go wrong, or maybe I'm rushing, I do this, and I have people that will call me and say, Akika, you didn't do that right, or when I look myself, I'll quickly change it. But say I'm in an abusive relationship and I'm that kind of person that I am, that man might take the piece and tell me, unbelievable to me, or what tell law school I like, I be I be when that keeps coming, your partner, you call yourself a partner to someone, and you're belittling that person every time, you're weighing that person down. You're controlling that person every time. And this is vice versa. So I'm not talking to men alone today. I'm talking to both men and women. Other signs is when they belittle you, it's not good. No, it's not good. and feelings of self-loathing, helplessness, and depression. Your partner should encourage you, not to belittle you. Just like even sometimes, I'm gonna say this. I always use different examples to talk. Even on the bed, sometimes, it's not every woman that knows everything when it comes to at night time. And sometimes we have abusive men or women in that category as well. When it comes to your man is not good enough in bed, or your woman is not good enough in bed, and you start, you go out now and go and sleep with another person, and so. I'm sorry, the thing keep going up, so I need to start, So you meant to encourage your partner, not to put them down, not to belittle them. Domestic abuse often escalates from threats and verbal abuse to violence. And while physical injury may be the most obvious danger, the emotional and physiological consequences of domestic abuse are also severe. So I'm coming down now to what happened now. Emotionally abusive relationship can destroy your self-worth. Yes. And we're seeing all this around us now. We're seeing it everywhere. There's so many things going on within our community now. Lead to anxiety and depression and make you feel helpless and alone. No one should have to endure this kind of pain. And your first step to break free is recognizing that your situation is abusive, which most of us do not recognize that our situation is abusive, and we continue to stay in that relationship. This is the kind of thing that happened to this lady in particular in Nigeria. What happened to her when she stabbed her husband. It's been going on for so long. It's been going on, like we had the I'm gonna come to that. But this lady in particular that I'm talking about is the lady that stabbed her husband in self-defense, in a bid to self-defense. She was scared of her life. She was scared of the husband. She was scared that the husband might beat her to death. She's out of control, and all the emotional pain that she has been through with her husband beating her every time. She said the knife was just there, and she took the knife just to scare the husband, and she ended up stabbing the husband. So it's just something that was just out of control. And maybe if she would have, she would have, when she recognized that this is abuse relationship, this is violence relationship, if she could have recognized at that point and leave that relationship, in abuse relationship is either you kill the person or the person kill you. So one will get in trouble. Why do we need to stay there? But I'm still going to come to the question of public of why did she stay there. And this is why I'm out today, because of this lady that stabbed her husband in a bid to defend herself, to get away on that day. But unfortunately, she just couldn't help it. She said she took the knife only to help herself, to scare the husband. Physical abuse and sexual abuse, I'm going to that now. Physical abuse is use of physical force against someone in a way that injures or endangers that person. Physical assault or beating is a crime. Physical assault or battering, is a crime. Whether it occurs inside or outside of the family, no matter. It's still an assault. The police have the power and authority to protect you from physical attack. And sometimes being where we come from, a lè lọ court àgbọn ìmọ̀ sọ kí a lè gbé family ọkọ àbáyá lọ sí court ká wá sọ pé ká tún parí ìjà. So we always think of that and say, oh, lie, I cannot do that, I cannot do this. But we need to keep it in our head, like I said, that if he doesn't kill you, you will kill him. And sometimes we have men, you know, after beating the woman, the next thing they will do is go to bed with her. Emma Basu. At that moment, she is crying, she is enjoying it, she forgetting that he just beat her finished. Please, our sisters, let some sense into your head. Let some sense into your head. Men, let some sense into your head as well. Now I'm going to emotional abuse, which is the bigger problem than you think. Emotional abuse is a bigger problem than you think. Thank you, my sister. You're laughing. It's the truth. I mean, talk about no one. Don't read no my end this. I'm a for para one lara. I'm a yata. They'll think it's okay. Or come want to know what to want to. Out of walk on Kenyo. If it doesn't kill I got the river one in the I share what you should appreciate. You know, the put about the jacket, you got one man to know one. Or want to know one. Want to but I see the same thing. You know, please, we need to understand that these men are taking peace, the woman is taking peace as well. So emotional abuse, I'm going into emotional abuse now. Not all abusive relationships involve physical violence. Just because you are not battered or bruised doesn't mean you are not being abused. Many men and women suffer from emotional abuse, which is no less destructive. Unfortunately, emotional abuse is often minimized or overlooked. Yes, it's often minimized or overlooked, even by the person being abused. The aim of emotional abuse is to chip away at your feelings or self-worth and independence, leaving you feeling that there is no way out of the relationship, or that without your abusive partner, you have nothing. Some of us are like that. You know, like I said earlier on, we think, oh, motibi mosibe, oh, onlon toju mi, onlon shegba. This is why it's good for a woman to be able to be independent. Woman, you cannot rely on your husband alone. There's some things, you know, that we need to teach one another. Like you want to buy pads, you want to cook rice in the house. There are some little things that we shouldn't go to our husband and say, all these things, when all this emotional thing comes, you know, that's where he comes and eats you and say, oh my Lord, shake back for me. To go back there, I need to yara one bring. Emotional abuse includes verbal abuse, such as yelling, naming, calling, blaming, shaming, isolation, intimidation, and controlling behavior also falls under emotional abuse. Ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin tẹ́ pé tẹ́ bá mọ́bìnrin jáde ẹ bá ti mú ìyàwó yín jáde ẹni little thing lójú gbogbo yẹn ẹ ti máa kígbe mọ́. And this is even for our women, especially our obìnrin. Oh my gosh. How can you be in a gathering and your husband did something to you and the next thing you're saying is, Shori pe kiniko. What are you thinking about? In the midst of everyone that day, you don't give a damn. The next thing is, you know, you are the one controlling your husband. So I'm not siding anyone. I'm on both Okuri and Obiri because emotional abuse, physical abuse, violence abuse, everybody go through it. Abusers who use emotional or physiology abuse often throw in threats of physical violence or other repercussions if you don't do what they want. Yes, some men are like that. If you don't do what they want, it's that only Johnny Joyen, only best Nijoyen, only Bowen Jenny Joyen, only Lobite Colony Joyen. The scars of emotional abuse are very real, very real. Once a way, very real, and you know, we've seen a lot. We have some women that will come up on show and say, look, this, that. We have people that will talk and tell us what they have been through in the relationship, and sometimes we don't learn from people. I want to say, I am Teniwaju Lamawo, but some of us we don't look Teniwaju. Some of us we use our own experience to stand up and say, look, I'm not having this anymore. I am not taking this anymore. But sometimes we need to look at, okay, this person says this. Let me be careful of this. And, you know, I've said people can call in. What are the things that we can do to avoid all these things? Now I am now going to the question of this woman. Like I said, if you're just joining me from the beginning, I said most cases in Nigeria we hear so many things. We heard that Lagbaja Shekinikon, Buhari was in Kinikon. What is the outcome of where Buhari was? And Davido went out with his friends and is one of his friends Shekinikon. What is the outcome? Kilo Shele after that. Evans, we heard the story go up and down. What happened now? Malawi, Malawi, no. What is going on? What are the outcomes of, what are the results of what we are hearing? Now about this particular woman that stabbed her husband in the bid to free herself. We don't know what is going on anymore. We're not hearing anything about it anymore. It's been 2 or 3 weeks now. I personally have not heard anything. I don't know if anybody has more information on it. Before I started the show, I should have posted it again. But when I finish the show, I will post the topic thing that I'm talking about. It's actually particularly about this lady. And there are some public questions to the lady that people were saying. They said, okay, like, why didn't she run away? Right? They said she should have run off the relationship before it got to the stage of her stabbing the husband. I really cannot answer for the lady, but from my observation of what happened, I will say some things. This is one of the questions. It says he has been beating her for a while. Why did she stay? They even asked her that Shekoni family, don't she have a family? This is the lady herself, the answer she gave. You know, the lady said on that fateful day, the man has locked the door and she could not get out of the house. She claims she has 2 kids for the husband, and due to that, she stays with the man. May so rest in perfect peace. I was not there. I didn't know what happened. But this is the lady's story. We have witnesses as well. And the lady also says, my family has been telling me to leave, but I did not listen. Òsì nǹkan tó burú jù tí wọ́n bá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n ní ọmọ tó bá bá wí tí kò bá gbọ́ ó máa ń parun àbí? Yes, ó máa ń parun. You know, people have told her, the family has advised her to leave, but you know, abiyamọ, I had 2 kids for her. Back in the days, our parents, our mummies, you know, that's what they would say. Mo ti bímọ síbẹ̀, ibo lẹ fẹ́ jẹ́ kí n lọ, ibo ni kí n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. The witnesses around her, around the house, you know, they did another video which shows people that really know this lady. They says the husband always beat her. They said the lady works so many jobs, and some of them even says they are the one feeding her. They said her husband always collects her money. Some says they give her the children clothes. And they said she teaches kids in after school club, like lesson, to make money. Where is this money going? That's may so rest in peace. The husband, what should I call him now that is gone? Late husband. They said she will go from morning to work and come in the evening. The husband is always sleeping at home. This lady, I'm sure they said, the lady said, "Wani koniya, koni baba." I'm sure she was thinking of so many things as well. òun ò ní bàbá òun ò ní ìyá bóyá ẹni tó gàgà rí ọkùnrin tó gbà bó ṣe rí ṣé mọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ wá dé sí lára pé should I leave him mo ti bímọ fún. They said when she went but she discovered her second pregnancy, so she went back to the man. That is what the witnesses says. But my question now ni, which I'm saying we don't get feedback. We don't get feedback of what happened to any case. The Bagbeja de Latin Nigeria Ori la máa ń gbọ́. Sometimes we can hear the middle, but we never hear the end of it. So now, the main thing we need to ask ourselves is, how would they treat this case? Àwọn adájọ́ Nigeria, how would they treat this case? I'm talking about the case of a lady that stabbed her husband when she, while trying to defend herself to get away, and the husband has locked the door on her, so she couldn't even ran out of the house. But there was knife, and she said she took the knife just to scare the husband. But things got out of hand. She stabbed her husband. The question now to our Nigerians, judges, lawyers, defender, police, if we have people that help us in relationship counselings, all these people, how would they treat this case now? Is our eye open now that violent relationship is real? Would they see it? Is it an eye opener for women and men to live an abusive relationship now? This case that happened to this woman, would it be an eye opener for us to start living abusive relationship? Once again, I am not encouraging you to break your marriage. I am not hurtful. I'm not saying you should leave your marriage. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to domestic violence and abuse in relationship, it's either you kill the person or the person kills you. This is where you need to start thinking that, what do I want to do? Do I want to remain in a domestic violence relationship, abuse relationship? Do I want to kill him or he wants to kill me? Do I want to kill her or she's going to kill me? Those are the two things we need to start, asking ourselves. Some of us, we have husband that every single day he will slap us. We have women, every single day he will take control over us. That's for the men part. Women is different. Women likes to take control, take charges. Men is beaten. Any little thing, pow, boss, and there's some relationship where both of them money, your blow, your power. We've seen one on Facebook as well. I'm sorry to go back on it. Whoever it was, I am so sorry. It's just for me to use an example. The woman was saying, the man was saying, come on, that's a relationship. What is going on? This is the time you need to make amendments. I am sorry I went back to that case. If you know somebody that you know what I'm talking about, but I am so sorry, but it's just an example for me to use on. And everything we see out there, we can use it. For example, if you don't want we shouldn't put it to sita. So would they treat it with mercy? Would they temper mercy? Would they somebody should borrow me that English? How would the judges see this case? How would they treat this case? Would it be a case of self-defense or manslaughter or a murder case? How would they take this case up? Please, if you have information about this case, send it to me on my Facebook or my WhatsApp, 07948 622 168. That's my number. If you have information what is going on right now, or how they are treating the case, or are they, or she wants woman and shock of his ceremony, or are they working on it, Is she getting the help that she needs? Who are there to help the woman? Are the police helping? Did they give her counselors? You know, our beautiful Arawa, are we out there to support that woman? Temi Bless, thank you for joining. God bless you. Thank you for joining. How are they treating this case? Is there an eye opener in Nigeria now for us to know that, you know, domestic violence and abuse is real? There's some things that we need to get out from, that we shouldn't stay in. To have the relationship where Ibaju, Ifoju, Onomile, Nojuwu, some of us will be lying to ourselves because we don't want our friends. Coffee wash sheleya. We will be lying to them. Ofoju gba ọ̀kadà ló gbé mi ṣubú. Ìgbà tí mo ń bọ̀ mi lóru, ìgbà tí mo lọ tọ̀ mi ò tọ̀nà, mo á fi, you know, it's better we recognize it, and it's better you let your husband know that what he is doing is table. Let him read one day. Ó máa lọ sí orí ẹ̀ pé nǹkan tí mo ń ṣe yóò dá. And if you're a woman that likes to control your husband, it's gotta stop. Oh, bá jẹ́ ìwọ ló ń feed ọkọ ẹ or whatever you're doing, it gotta stop. We have men bitter, we have women bitter. Bó ṣe wà lọ́kùnrin ló ṣe wà lóbìnrin. I'm gonna ask question now, which are the questions we like to shy away from. Now it's up to you to take it, digest it, leave it, let it go in one, come out in another. It's not for you to sit down and think to yourself, is it happening to me? Okay, it's happening to me, but it's not that bad. It's okay, I can cope, it will change. These are the questions to know that you are in an abusive relationship. Are you in an abusive relationship? You know, your inner thoughts and feelings. Do you feel afraid of your partner much of the time? If you do, you are in an abusive relationship. Avoid certain topics out of fear of angering your partner. When you have something to say to your husband and you cannot say it, because if you say it, the next thing is bow. When you have something to say to your wife because it's your wife, no boy, and you can't say it because when you say it, she will stop feeding you. Do you feel that you can't do anything right for your partner? Rather than him, that means it's belittling you. Do you believe that you deserve to be hurt or mistreated? Or sometimes in a relationship, you wondered if you are the one who is crazy. When you are in a relationship and you think you're the one that is crazy, you feel emotionally numbed or helpless. These are the signs that you are in an abusive relationship. Does your partner humiliate or yell at you? Don't get me wrong, this thing sometimes we do it to each other, but when is an ongoing thing, every time it's happening, and this is the time we need to recognize it, and we need to sit ourselves down as husband and wife, partner to partner, boyfriend to girlfriend, and say, look, this is what they will count it as. This is an abusive relationship. If you don't want it to get to that level, we must stop this. Does your partner humiliate or yell at you? Does he criticize you and put you down? Tells you you are fat, you are this, you are too slim, and if you're too slim or if you're too fat, put some weight on, lose some weight. If you're eating too much, stop your eating. Don't be like me. Does your partner treat you so badly that you're embarrassed? That you're embarrassed for your friends or family to see? Worse. Ignore or put down your opinions or accomplishments. Sometimes some of us do not have a say in a relationship. It happens to men, it happens to women. Some men do not have a say in the house, and some women does not have no say in the home as well. Does your partner blame you for their own abusive behavior? This is actually men thing. I'm sorry for you men. Sometimes when we do something, you know that we're right, but you claim that you blame your partner and say no only when you, and if you stay strong and firm on that thing and say no, it's him only. Does your partner sees you as property or a sex object rather as a person? These are the things we need to ask ourselves. Does your partner have a bad and unpredictable temper? Does your partner hurt you or threaten to hurt or kill you? Sometimes we take things for granted. We think, oh, for me, does your partner threaten to take your children away or harm them? Does your partner threaten to commit suicide if you leave? Hey, I will bring you. About Miss Lema, who she, opening my fiesta, when you come up. Does your partner force to have sex with you? Some of us sees it as nothing. It's my husband. Only force me. Only rape me. Only gang bang me. Everything. But it's not right. And I know sometimes we don't need permission where I'm of a best. It's a normal thing, husband and wife to sleep with each other. But there's some cases that your partner, their partner has neglected them. Only time they sees them is when they want to have sex, force her, any sex, it's a lot. Are you in an abusive relationship? Check yourself. Check yourself. I'm coming to an end. I've changed my thing to 1 hour from 7:30 to 8:30. So I'm coming to an end now. So now let's ask ourselves this. Let's ask ourselves, what would this woman have done in this relationship? In that situation? Now we're going back to the woman. I'm coming out and I'm coming in of this woman case. And as me, you, yourself now, what would that woman have done? What she should, in that situation where people have told her to leave. If you were the woman, now think of it. What would you have done? Would you have continued as she did in that relationship due to having kids? Okay, let me put it this way so that I don't confuse you. If you are in an abusive relationship or violent relationship or domestic violence relationship, what would you do? Would you continue in an abusive relationship due to you have a kid for that person? Is it worth losing your life because of love? We need to ask ourselves this now. Is it worth me losing my life because of love? Capital no for me, capital no. Should you care? Should I care of what people will say if I walk away from an abusive relationship? Ask yourself that. Should I care what people will say if I walked away from an abusive relationship? Am I the one at fault when things goes wrong in my relationship? This is where you need to check and balance yourself in a relationship. Am I the one at fault? So you need to check yourself. Share a minimum jebi all the time. Share minimum man cause trouble. Then when you know if you are the one causing to trouble, then you know what you want to change. Can he change? Can she change? If you're in an abusive relationship, it happens today, it happens tomorrow, it happens every day. Can he change? Where do I see an abusive relationship in the next 3 months? Which that 3 months gone is too long. Now let me ask you this. That was a question for us to ask ourselves. Let me ask you this before I go. Is it okay for our partner to beat us? Is it okay for us to maltreat our partner? Is it okay for us to belittle our partner? Is it it okay for our parents to be afraid of us? Is it okay to stab, to shot, or to cut our partner breast or penis? Sorry, I have to say this because it happens, and now it's happening a lot. RBT obìnrin sì wọ́n ti ń gé òkú ọkùnrin due to all these things going on náà ni domestic abuse náà ni. RBT ìyàwó nísìnyí tó ti ń gé etí ọkùnrin. RBT ọkùnrin tó ti ń gé ọyàn, tó ti ń fún ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀, tó ti ń yọ ojú. All these are domestic violence and abuse. Is it okay to use jazz on our partner? Because when you use jazz on somebody, you are controlling that person. It's domestic and abuse, domestic violence and abuse relationship. Tí ẹ bá lè máa ṣògùn nípa ẹ̀fẹ́ fẹ́yàn, and at that moment, you are looking for something in that woman, or you are looking for something in that man, and that is why you jazz that man for you to control he or she. It's a different ball game. Mo tẹ́ bá jọ́kọ̀ àti ìyàwó tẹ́ bá fẹ́ fòògùn para yín kẹ́ lè bá gbó papọ̀ tẹ́ mọ̀ pé bá ẹjọ́ máa bára yín kú ni wàhálà yín. But when you actually intentionally judge somebody because of what you want to gain or you want to get from them, that is domestic and violent abuse. Is it okay to chance our partner? That's a question for you. Overall, domestic abuse is real. It's really real. Let us stop referring to our great grandmother and grandfather that they endure. There's nothing to endure in domestic violence and abuse relationship. Look at the case that I am talking about today. What happened to this lady? She killed her husband due to a domestic violence and abuse relationship. She was only trying to save herself, but it got out of control and stabbed the husband. Remember, if she does not kill, if domestic violence, if you do not kill that person will kill you, and you will end up being behind bar. Don't hide under domestic violence. Get out, get help, speak out, put action before you get killed or jailed on what you could have prevented. That's my topic today. Is about domestic violence and abuse. It is real. Some of us will just dust it off and say, no, it's not happening to me. We need to check and balance ourselves, both men and women. Domestic violence is real, and we see everything that is going on. I am not out for other case than this woman tonight that stabbed her husband due to she was trying to escape. Nothing else. The husband locked the door, as she said, on this fateful day, and she said she only took the knife just to scare the husband, but it got out of control. And we see where they say people are jumping into water. I'm not talking about the recent one that happens. That one, there is long story. There's different kind of story behind that. So when I don't know a story, I don't want to put it out because that one has command. You're just going too much. But the ones that we have seen in the past, even here we have people that kill suicide, commit suicide because of domestic violence and abuse. We have so many people in London in Mosley Hospital due to domestic violence and abuse. Àwọn kan ti yí lórí due to all this love ni Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí ìfẹ́ pa wá. Ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin ẹ má yẹ kí ìfẹ́ pa wá, ẹ̀yin obìnrin ẹ má yẹ kí ìfẹ́ pọ̀ tó ní. But ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin ní iṣẹ́ wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. I am begging you, my brothers, my uncles, my daddies, my grandfather. Enough is enough. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sowọ́pọ̀. And we have, before I go, I'm actually going to say this, and I'm sorry if this goes knock anybody in the face. We have men as well that they are, you have a beautiful home. You have a lovely home. You have a beautiful wife, a beautiful children. Yet you'll be chasing another woman called Kekema. Can't you see that you're the one creating trouble for yourself? That woman will end up falling in love for you and spoil your home. End up, spoiling your wife, your career, everything. Look at the case that came out as well. I said I don't know much about it. Nígbà tí ìyàwó ilé bá ń ṣe àgbèrè tó lọ́kọ sílé tó ti bímọ tó wá tún lọ síta tó lọ ń ṣe àgbèrè tó wá fall on you now, people are saying feel sorry for this, feel sorry for that. Gbogbo wa ní bàrà o, kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tó bò mọ́, there's nothing bò anymore. Social media is real. Anything you do now is going on social media. So let's be careful. And I'm using this moment. I am warning all of you. You know this is my topic. This is what I do. I will block you on this. So please, let's amend home that is breaking. Let's love our wife. Wife, love your husband. You cannot be blaming woman all the time anymore. There's some men that have ojukokoro, that olojukomo. When you have a beautiful home, you have beautiful children, you have a beautiful wife that understands you. Kile baka, kile waka. Isn't it the same thing that is in your woman that you're going outside to get? The same thing. Don't wa labe obìnrin is the same thing. No, don't wa labe obìnrin ẹlòmíì. If your wife is not good enough in bed, teach your wife. If your husband is not good enough on bed, teach your husband. We have people that are coming that are single. Give them the chance to marry who they want. And if you come up and you will end up just spoiling your life. But I want you to know today that social media exposure is real. Anything we do now is coming on social media. Let's be careful. We have family, we have children that we don't want them to see our dirty, what we're doing underneath. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching today. As I said, my program now is from 7:30 to 8:30. I really appreciate everybody for joining. Thank you for watching. Kike Diamond, Noble Police. This is all I have today. Domestic violence and abuse is real. My boss lady, I salute you at Yetunde Okeshola. God bless everybody and enjoy your Friday. And to my Muslim brothers and sisters, don't forget to invite me. Where's the party today? You know we can eat. I'm even hungry now, so I can come and join you and eat. And I cannot wait for when we are going to eat. Eroleya. God bless you, and I shall see you again next week by God's grace at 7:30 to 8:30. Please help me to share if you want to share. Help me to... Yeah. Thank you. Gotta go now. See you.
Yes, pepper, onions, everything. Make you buy plenty. Oh, thank you, darling. Oshe, all right, bye.
Mo ti gbọ́, ma beg it. Okay, ma beg it. Love you. See you soon. Noble Police. O like oúnjẹ. Oúnjẹ ìṣáná ni. Oúnjẹ ìṣáná. No, acoustic special. Normal, his name is Mr. Noble.
Hello, Noble. Acoustic lẹ́ ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Aṣọ tó mú tájù. Àti gbogbo Willis bàrà.
Okay. No, but Yes. Oh, I didn't want to. Okay.